without a team, you can only get so far. You're actually stunting your growth. Without a team, you can only get so far. You're actually stunting your growth. I was like really excited, when I found out that he was like, okay, sure, like come in, I'll look at your resume. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm gonna learn everything I need to know. So
today we're in Brentwood, California at the main office of Prosper Real Estate, filming another episode of the Prosper Pulse on Real Estate. Now the Prosper Pulse on Real Estate is our bi-weekly series where we like to highlight different trends in real estate, offer you tips, tricks, and introduce different people on the Prosper team. Today I am so excited to introduce our brand new intern, Abby Gamboa. So welcome, thank you so much for sitting down for me. She didn't know she was gonna have to do this today, so thank you.
Of course.
All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you find Prosper Real Estate?
Yeah, so I'm a serial entrepreneur and author from the Bay Area. I found Prosper Real Estate on Google. I looked up best real estate agent and Mark was like the first one on there. So that was like an easy search. I was just kind of going through like the online website and I found a lot of good reviews, doing some research and stuff. So I really felt more welcome and at home here. So that's how I found you.
So you found us.
Yes.
So we didn't even know we needed an intern until you presented yourself to us.
Yes, I actually called Mark and I was like, are you looking for an intern? I want an intern. And he didn't know that I actually looked him up on Google. So I kind of knew a lot already about what was going on. And he was just like, okay, send over your resume.
One of the reasons many new agents are attracted to Prosper Real Estate is because we've got so many great tools and education, trainings. I mean, we have such this big basket of information. And so if you're wanting to explore a career, finding a company that provides that is really important because it lets you know, am I going to invest in this or am I not?
Right. No, I totally agree because it's like that internship program, even if it's here or anywhere else, that's I feel like that's your foot in the door and you really get to know what goes around and understanding the system, the foundation of things. You're really learning the back end parts that they don't see, like the marketing, the marketing part, the CRM system, the cold calling, sales, acquisition, all of this stuff that a lot of people don't see, you learn being an intern. So that's why I really wanted to be here specifically. Yeah.
So coming in as an intern, how do you see yourself fitting in as part of the Prosper team?
Ooh, and that's a good question. That's a good question because I think because I've been in so many different industries within the past 4 years, I think I'm understanding it from a deeper view now. So it's kind of a full circle moment. The seeds I had planted in these other industries, I can actually implement a lot of the stuff I learned into here. So connecting the dots as an intern makes it a lot easier for me to really understand things. And I think that I definitely want to bring impact to the team and make a difference in the community, as well as bringing more education and knowledge and value to Gen Z and millennials, especially because financial literacy and these type of things weren't really taught to us. And you being a college professor, I'm pretty sure you understand being from that history, that background as well, that it's not really taught in schools unless you actually apply yourself and go out there and call people like Mark and say, hey, I want to intern. I feel like Gen Z and millennials, they just kind of know a little bit about homes. They may know, they may not know anything at all. And I think that bringing that to Prosper would make a huge difference in real estate, especially in the East Bay, Discovery Bay, Brentwood. I think it would make a huge difference for sure, a good difference.
Yeah, absolutely. When you decide you want to invest in something, right? Whether it's an education, it's a career, or whatever it is, it's not just reading the book or having this idea or a passion. It's really trying to figure out okay, what are the objective steps I need to take to get there? And as an intern, you took that first step saying, hey, I want to get into residential real estate. Who is the best residential real estate agent around? Okay, Mark pops up. So it's not even just doing that research, it's then taking the time to say, I'm going to make a phone call and have that conversation with him.
Yes.
And that really does highlight alone value that you're going to bring to the team, because you're not waiting for things to happen. You're willing to pursue certain steps, even if they're a little bit difficult or intimidating.
At a certain point, it's just kind of okay, I'm going to take that risk on myself, so I might as well just do it. You know what I mean? Just get that call out of the way and put yourself out there, and if he says no, he says no. If he says yes, he says yes.
So next question, what attracts you to residential real estate?
I'd say it's the aesthetics for me.
Okay.
I love aesthetics. When I was in the wholesale investing side, I was like, I named my company Aesthetic Homes because I was like super big on Pinterest, and I was like, well, what is it that people, really like when it comes to homes? They like that aesthetic feel, the vibes, the pictures. Pinterest is like really big inspiration. So I think that's what really got me into it. And then seeing like how different it is in every single home. It has a story to it. It has, a family that could be connected to it. It's more than just numbers. I think it's definitely the impact, from that home. I mean, it's shelter, for some people, it's all people have. It can be their safe space. It can be where their first kid grew up, a childhood home. So I think there's so much more to it than, a lot of people may see from the outside.
Well, and I kind of love that perspective, because so frequently when we're looking at real estate, we're looking at numbers, like qualifying for a loan and taxes and insurance, and it's numbers, numbers, numbers. But behind all of those numbers, or maybe in front of it, is people.
Yeah.
Right? And so all of us are looking for a home that is ours. And what's perfect for you might be really different for me. And having the ability to tell the story of the home, to connect with the next home buyer,
right,
or the next homeowner, is so important and so special. And the more that we can tell the stories of the houses, I think the more that we can attract buyers to them.
Yeah, I agree. I like that too.
Abby, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. It is so fun to have new faces in the office. So one last question. What can we expect to see from you in the next year?
Within the next year, you can see me becoming a licensed real estate agent. I'm currently enrolled in courses right now. I'm also interning, here. I want to soak up as much information as I can, learning from Prosper, the top producers in Brentwood and the East Bay. So I really hope to see myself doing really well once I'm done with this internship.
I love that. And hopefully you'll stick around Prosper Real Estate.
Oh, I will.
So again, this was another episode of the Prosper Pulse on Real Estate, welcoming Abby to the team. We are so happy to have you become part of the Prosper Real Estate family. And so stay tuned for our next episode. Follow the link below to find out what else we're doing around town. And remember, we're here to help you prosper in California.